Hey, shalom, shalom. Halayala Tawab, Hayawam Shalash, Shabawai, Shanya Chadash Arabai, which is today is the third day of the week, of the second week of the month, of the fourth month of the year. Anakna Wahai, Barisha Allah Hawlakim La'atam, Call Shabawai, Baharacha, Wa Kakshaw, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh. Hey, we the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh, to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nachamatam kayaham lakwat hashemayim korah, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Kahalayim la Yahweh bahasham Yahweh bahasham racha hakodash wa mashana kabadim dequim nawa wa malaakim shoyesh lazukim racha got a wall wa chasa wa shalom wa barakim laha b'chayim shoha gabishala shalom. All right, so all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahasham, in the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. So today's lesson is entitled Mah Shabalath, or what is a shibboleth? Again, Mah Shabalath. All right. So I've went into this term before. It's in Judges chapter 12, verses 1 through 6, but I want to go into this word again from a different angle. All right, so there's just a couple articles and definitions that's pulled up, and this word shibboleth is essentially used in the English language today. All right, it's pretty much used as a passcode. All right, pretty much something that's supposed to be known amongst a certain group of people, and we can get that baharacha through the spirit out of Waratazah. Shibboleth, it says a custom, principle, or belief distinguishing a particular class or group of people, especially a long-standing one regarded as outmoded or no longer important. It says the majority, under the influence of vague 19th century shibboleths, understood him to be associating himself with the doctrine that every nation has a right to be a sovereign state. All right, then right here it says, what is an example of a shibboleth? It says shibboleths can be used to highlight your social status, such as wealth, coolness, or intelligence. And it was used by us first, all right, but Esau took it and used it on the left-hand side. All right, we're going to get that lore as well. It says, for example, an individual who drops the names of places on the North Shore of Long Island to highlight that they vacation in an expensive and socially exclusive location. All right, so by someone doing that, one can say, hey, that person is a individual that is well established and they got money pretty much. But continuing on, it says a word or saying used by adherents of a party, sect, or belief are usually regarded by others as empty or of real meaning. So pretty much something used of a group of people, that group of people, it's essential to that group of people, and those outside of that group of people, they would consider it like strange, so to speak, or they don't really use it, or in that same way. It says, I'm gonna skip down some. It says a belief or custom that is not now considered as important or correct as it was in the past. It says an idea or a belief as shibboleth, you mean that is thought important by a group of people, but may be old-fashioned or wrong. All right, and nowadays, a modern-day shibboleth would be like a passcode. Like if you use like, it's a certain term for it, but pretty much if you use like war games, or like if you was playing like hide and seek in the dark or something like that. And in order to tell if somebody was like because you can't really distinguish their face, you might say like you might have a password so that that person was amongst your group, But I don't want to Zah, going further into the video, to bring further edification. It says, what is a shibboleth? It says a shibboleth is a unique practice which can be used to distinguish between different ethnic, social, cultural, and regional groups. Again, so pretty much something used amongst a certain group. All right, now let's get the biblical meaning of this, because again, this way of using a passcode, or pretty much pretty much using how you can tell somebody is not a part of a certain group came from the scriptures. Esau got it from the scriptures. All right, this is Shapatiyam, also Judges chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, "And the men of Apariyam gathered themselves together and went northward, and said unto Yapatha, Wherefore passest thou over against the children of Imawan, and didst not call us to go with thee? We will burn thine house upon thee with fire, Ash, with fire. And Yapatha said unto them, I and my people were at great strife with the children of Imawan, Banyam Shah Imawan, and when I called you, ye delivered me not out of their hands. And when I saw that ye delivered me not, I put my life in my hands, and passed over against the children of Imawan, and the Lord delivered them into my hand. Yadya, hand, my. Wherefore then are ye come up unto me this day to fight against me? Then Yapatha gathered together all the men of Gilead, Galite, and fought with Apariyam, and the men of Gilead, Gabaryam Shah, Galite, smote Apariyam, because they said, Yea, Gileadites are fugitives among Ephraim, among the Ephraimites, and among the Manassites. And the Gileadites took the passages of Yarden before the Ephraimites, and it was so that when those Ephraimites which were escaped said, Let me go over, that the men of Gilead said unto him, Art thou an Ephraimite? If he said, Nay, then said they unto him, Say now, Shabalath. And he said, Sabalath, for he could not frame to pronounce it right. Then they took him and slew him at the passages of Yarden, and they fell at that time of the Ephraimites 42,000. All right, chiefly this is used in language, or this was used in language as a passcode. All right, it says pretty much it says Ha Apariyamya. So are you an Ephraimite? If he said La'ah, Hawa'a Amar La'ah. If he said no, then they would pose the passcode, the test code, or the test phrase. Then said they unto him, Say Shabalath, because they knew that Apariyam, they would say Sabalath, because that was the local dialect of the Ephraimites. Let's get that. It says etymology for Shabalath. It says an ear of grain. It says in the dialect of the Ephraimites, an ear of corn. Now, when we go into this term Shabalath, by Baryath in Hebrew, it says flowing stream, because remember they were at Yarden, which is the River Jordan. Nahar Yarden, River Jordan. So it says flowing stream, ear of grain, head of grain as growing cluster. All right. It says from the same, a stream as flowing, also ear of grain as growing out by analogy, a branch, channel, ear of grain, water flood, Shabalath. Reason they was using Shabalath, it was because going back to this, it says, and the Gileadites took the passages of Yarden. All right, a passage pretty much is like where you can cross. Passing, it says passing, sweep, crossing place of a river, a ford, of a mountain, a pass. So pretty much like in a river, you know, if you look at a river, you can have some rivers is super vast. Like to get across, you might have to take like some special type of boat or something. But along a passage is where basically where you can cross it like by foot. Because if you go into this word, let me see, it says Ma'abarwath. So it says passing. So pretty much where you can where you can pass. A passing over, going on, a place of passing over. It says the ford of a river, a narrow valley, a pass of the mountains. So pretty much where you could pass over the river Jordan. So it says let me go back. So pretty much the passages of Jordan was the places where they can cross over the river. So going back, it says, then they said unto him, say now Shabalath, and he said Sabalath, for he could not frame to pronounce it right. All right, that was posed. That was the test question posed, and it said that they slew him. All right, and this was used in language, you see. But Esau, he'll use this on the left hand side, you know, and not so much as a test code. He'll use it in society and like culture, like what you call it, a social construct, you know. And that's why the scriptures say that he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, because when you go into this word Shabalath, remember it comes from Shabalath, which means a flowing stream. But this root word, it goes into Shabal. It says flowing, train. It says root, meaning to flow. All right. And again, Esau uses this on the left hand side, because if you're not flowing with his society, then you stick out. You see, let's get that. This is Yeshaya, also Isaiah chapter 59. We'll get verse 60, or chapter 60, Salak. So this is Yeshaya chapter 60 and verse 1. It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. All right. So again, Esau's way of using a Shabalath, you know, in his society, Shabal, that root word, is flowing in a particular way. Whenever you depart from that particular way, you're no longer in that darkness. You see, you when you got on that light, you know, you're a target. Let's get that. This is Yeshaya, also Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 15. It says, yet truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. Hey, so when you no longer flowing in Esau society, you know, people look at you like damn, like you don't do this no more. Like you stick out, you know. That's why the men of the Lord, they stick out. All right, let's get another one, because pretty much if you use that same analogy, if you flowing on Esau's river, you know, at the end of a river, you got a waterfall, and a lot of times people when they go over a waterfall, they die. You see, and that's why the scriptures say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because if you keep flowing in Esau's societal construct, or his Shabalath, you keep flowing in that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be destroyed. So let's get that precept. This is Mayakah, also Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart. Who? It's talking about the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. You know, the ones that this word resonates with your spirit. It says, and depart spiritually. You know, get out of that sinking ship. You see, get out of that flow, out of that way of living, because it's not conducive if you're a Jake. It says, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. You see, so if you don't depart from the ways of captivity, you know, following after Babylon, after Esau's way of life, it's going to amount to death. Let's get that real fast. This is Mah Shabalath, also Proverbs chapter 7. And we can go to verse 27. Verse 25, it says, let not thine heart decline to her ways, go not astray in her paths. For she hath cast down many wounded, yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. Hey, so you keep following this way of life, you see, you'll be destroyed, you know. But again, Hayawam Shaw, or Hadabar Shaw Hayawam, the word of the day is Shabalath. You see, this is actually a term used in society today, and they got it from the scriptures. You see, which it was first used in language, Shapah, you know, or shapawath in languages, or more specifically language, but now Esau use it as a societal construct. All right. So Abaratazah, Adonwaratazah, Banat Yapah, Lord, as well, that was a beautiful edification through the Spirit. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Chakodash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me the truth and rule well. And much respect to you brothers out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. Racha Ra, Bashar Ma'at, more spirit, less flesh. Shalom, shalom. Halayala Tawab. Shalom.